Hi my friends. In this video I want to tell you something about ideas. Because we all have ideas. Ideas. And I personally can sing a song about ideas. I have so many ideas. Trust me, I have it. And I did it already. Hey, I have an idea to make a fishing shop. Done it. Hey, I have an idea to make a restaurant. I did it. Hey, I have an idea to make websites. I have it. Not just one. I have probably 10. Not only for me, also for a lot of people where I love. I have an idea to make social media. I done it. But the problem is with all my ideas, what I didn't understand is every idea needs of course a lot of work. And every idea needs a lot of consistency work. And this means you need to be consistency, of course also good. And this is my biggest struggle, what I personally was having with myself. When I want to go in the gym, I was going to the gym. So this is a positive habit what I was always carrying for my body. When I want to eat healthy, I was always eating healthy. This was also a positive habit what I have for myself. If I need to be on nice places, I was always to be able to go to nice places. This was also something what I have a positive habit. What was always a thing from myself, I was having not this this value, this how can we say this? I didn't have the self-awareness. I am very good. I am special. This what I do is amazing. And this is why I need to bring the effort every day in. Because we all know we have today this feeling and tomorrow the other feeling. And the next day the other feeling. So what should we actually do? We should make probably, I think so, steps. They are possible for us. Day by day, working on them. And then, of course, to achieve them. And this is really not so easy, because for this you need to see yourself behavior and you need to see yourself patterns. And I'm right now on a very deep journey where I try to realize my own behavior, because I fight only against myself. Same as you, same as the other people, but right now it is just me against me. Okay? So what is actually what I really want? And how or what for behaviors I need to change to make these changes? Because if I want in life what I really want to live, I need to first to know how this life looks like, what I want to live, right? This should make sense. And because I doesn't know even what kind of life I want to live, I do always certain things what actually sometimes I doesn't want, what doesn't make sense. So I start something, I break something up, I love something, I don't love it, I hate it, I love it, I do it, I not do it, I change it, and this goes over time and over time and over time. And this is of course not a positive behavior. So what we need to do against this, we need to be clear what we really like. And I was having a wonderful list. Because if you doesn't know what you really want, you're always going in a circle. And I was putting myself values to it, so this helps me to support me. Okay, and the values for me is love. The value now is consistency. And the value now is quality. Okay, so I want to bring love, consistency, and quality into my life. And whatever for values you wish you have, I really recommend you give yourself some values, because if you give yourself some values, you are making different kind of movements, different kind of actions, and different kind of results will follow. Hands up if you understand it. The second part is what I really was struggling, what I really want in life, what is, how my life should look like. What will be the version of myself for what I'm really proud? Because in my life I did already many things. I was living in Thailand for 7 years. I was living in Australia for 1 year. I was in Bali. I was in French. I was in in Turkey, I was in Germany, I was in Austria, I was in Switzerland, I was in Greek, I was everywhere. But one thing I didn't know, what I really, really want, okay? And deep inside in every one of us is one thing. We all want to help and we all want to support. And many people say, what is probably also true, how can you help if you not even can take care of yourself? Okay? But I understand this point. And I was sometimes getting a little bit mad because I was in my mind always feeling, I think I'm great, I think I'm good. I'm looking nice, I can more or less take care of myself in certain kind of ways. I know how to eat, I know how to train, I know how to live, I know how to smile, I know how to speak. Speak comes more and more. And yeah, so I was actually always trying to see always everything positive. But you need, or what I need is to see the things also sometimes critical. Because if you see the things always positive, it's hard to become always better. Okay, it's nice to make 10 push-ups, but it's also nice to make 20, and then to make 30, to make 40, to make 50, to make 60, to make 70. This is nice. So what we need is we need a grow. We need, we need a grow. We need a standard, and then we want, of course, to bring our standard higher. Okay, again, I talk mostly for myself. The next part, what I want to do, I want to be a free speaker. I want to be a public speaker where I was able to speak in front of a big crowd, many people stay in front of me. Many people, I doesn't want to have this fear anymore, because I hear many people say, it is harder to speak in public, or many people wishes to speak not in public than to die. So it's harder to speak in public actually than to die. And this is a part what I was like, wow, if people have this fear, let me feel it. And I feel it right now, and I have this fear quite similar. I really doesn't want it. It feels uncomfortable. I doesn't like it. So I'm a person actually, when I feel something, okay, I doesn't like it, I want to know also one thing more. How this would like feel if I actually made it. If I actually have 200, 300, 400, 500 people in front of me, and I can hold a nice speech. How this will feel like for myself. And this was something what changed my mind, and what I was like, okay, maybe I'm not able to do it now, but how it looks in 3 months, how it looks in 6 months, how it looks in 9 months. I mean, it's a big goal, but a big goal should be a nose, and big goal can be also a motivation. And I like challenges and I like motivations, because nothing in this life is easy. It is not easy to work in a job. It is not easy to work for yourself, to build a company. It is nothing easy in life. It is not easy to be rich. It is not easy to be poor. It is really nothing easy. So why not to try big things? Why not? I mean, one day we all gonna die. And there was one thing what a friend of mine was also telling me. When you're born, you look like your parents. And if you die, you look like your decisions, what you was making. And I doesn't want to look, I make good decisions. And for good decisions, what I also realize is we need to make decisions. For good decisions, we make decisions. Okay, what I mean with this exactly. I mean, we all have hundreds of decisions every day. Most of the time, the decisions what we made, it's from our patterns, our self-behavior. Okay, so I wake up, I brush my teeth, I make my breath work, I do my meditation, whatever this might be next, and then the day is like it is. So when we want to make a change, we must decide to make a change, because We all have just 24 hours. And in this 24 hours, what we want to do is we want to bring the most valuable, hopefully, out of our time. So we can bring the most valuable for all the people where we love and care. And what I want to say is, if we want to make new decisions in our life, it is really hard. It is really hard to eat from today on no more this pasta, because the gluten, they are not good for us. It is really, really hard to eat from now on no more these cakes, because the sugar is not good for us. It is really hard to go now every day in the gym and to train our body if we doesn't do it in a regular basis. I think this should make sense. And these are the things just where I know. There are also a lot of things what I doesn't know, what when you doesn't know something, this will take a lot, really a lot of you, but only for a small period of time. And a small period of time means if you want to make a new behavior into yourself, into your system, into your body, into your life, you want to integrate something new. What you want to do is you need to make it for 6 to 8 weeks straight every day. Okay? Then you got implement a new behavior into your body. This is why it doesn't do too much on the start. The next part what you need to do is the second part is when you want to make it just once a week, it needs around about 6 months. There is a free part what is really important to understand. If you want to bring a new habit into your life, it needs around about 6 to 8 weeks. So what you should do is to skip it, not even a day. You must do it every day, and you really must commit it every day, because I know it in German because I'm from German. How I say it now in English? Because if you doesn't commit it every day, there is the most. If you skip it, and then you leave it. I don't know how to say it exactly in English. So if you make about something every day, in one day you say, okay, it's not so much important, let's skip it. And if you skip it, is it really, really easy just to leave it and go back to your certain kind of behavior? Because the new behavior takes a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of energy. It needs around about 6 weeks, and you must commit it to it. This is why the most people say, don't take too much on the start, especially when you doesn't have a teacher or a coach or someone who's pushing you. Because a coach who's pushing you, it's really, really helpful sometimes if you doesn't know what to do. Okay? I hope this video was a little bit helpful, and I hope you can bring one behavior into your life for the next 6 to 8 weeks, every day straight in. And I hope you can make a change. Because if you change, you will have a better life. I promise you this. Maybe you're not with everything right now happy. Maybe you will be happy if you can bring one more thing to your life. And I will be really happy for you if you can do it. I wish you all the best, and I hope we see us soon. Thank you so much.